So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Saquon Barkley, the ball.
Obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On 2nd and 12, Jones incomplete.
Jones pass.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking it about the 16. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. O'Shane Ximines came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
6-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Throwing Jones. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, A little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
47's the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47.
Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3.
The tackle made
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
47's the mic. 3. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Showed up. Sit there, right there. Showed up.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Saquon Barkley on the carry.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. I got it.
Now Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Mike's 47. Gotta do better.
Now Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. First and goal at the 1. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Jones keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago, though, when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. But guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants will get it now at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Miles Sanders.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the 22.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
A gain of 9 yards.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
It is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
Ties the game at 7. Jake Elliott to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Nate Gary.
Brought down by Nate Gary.
2 yards on the...
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them play running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28.
Number 26, Miles.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd down, here's Hurts. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup. The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, here's Barkley. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Jones now throwing on 1st down. On the move to his left to Barkley on the check down. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
Intercepted.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Left side here to Sanders. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
It got his man complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
1st down, Eagles.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to... And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack on first down, Jones. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A pickup of 18 yards. It's now 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd down.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep beating the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of
Philadelphia 15. Picking up the first on a gain of 15. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Hurts. That's complete right around the 8. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It brings up third down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He can run, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 20. As he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now left side on the swing pass. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
45.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9 from the 44. Operating from the gun, Jones. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Third down.
After that sack, third and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
47's the mic, boy, 47.
From the gun, Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Third and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 46. Now it's Barkley. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering. It was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Check, 47. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 47 Mike. 47. Quarterback, don't get nervous.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Davion Taylor coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have the football at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st down, Hurts. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
On the deep ball. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been terrific so far. Taken in at the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a carry for Sanders. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 12-yard line.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Jones on 1st down. Catch made by Slayton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Jones on 1st and 10. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Not much there, only a yard. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Mike's 47. What's the run? 18 running. 18 running. Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. That's good. Both sevens to Mike.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. T.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
3 and out.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did.